Is it true when you move out to the country that you can do whatever you want? You know, that's what I used to think all the time. I thought, I want to get away from my neighbors and live out in the country. Then I can have the freedom to do whatever I want. Massive bonfires, parties, ride my dirt bikes, ATVs, skidoos. You know, freedom is what I thought. And I got a real rude awakening when I got some complaints. Not that we were doing anything really all that wrong, but it was just that we had brought some gravel on more than the neighbors appreciated, and so they ended up calling the township on us. But I think a lot of people have this idea that you can move to the country and just do whatever you want, and freedom, freedom, freedom. But you know, even in the country, you need to respect your neighbors. You can't be having crazy wild bonfire parties every single weekend, riding noisy dirt bikes, ATVs, scooters, whatever it is, out in the fields all night long. You know, there is a thing about being a good neighbor. And you know, if this is a place that you want to live for a substantial amount of time, why would you go out of your way to make enemies of your neighbors? You know, because they're in the country, especially, you need your neighbors. When I was in the country, I remember that my snowblower broke down, and the next door had a tractor with a snowblower on the back of it, and he came and plowed out my driveway for me without me even asking. He knew what was going on. You know, and then I ended up using his tractor, borrowing his tractor for a couple of things. I borrowed, somebody had a rubber tire excavator, and I borrowed that. And you know what it is? That is what being a good neighbor is all about. So yeah, you can move to the country and have freedom. Don't we all want the freedom of moving in the country? Of course we do. I mean, why wouldn't you want that fresh air smell? I mean, there's been lots of comments on my videos about people who have moved to the country and their experiences. Some of them that don't want these experiences to be shared, but it is a wonderful thing having a big property and be able to go on hikes on your own property. But like with anything else, you have to be realistic, and you have to realize that some people want peace and quiet. They don't want you building a dirt bike track right next to their backyard deck, so they have to listen to you all night, all day long, weeknights and weekends, when they want to come home from work and they want to enjoy the peace and quiet. You hear that bird up there chirping? That's what they want. So I think with anything else, you just have to be respectful. Know that there's people other than yourself out there, and just do things in moderation. Talk to your neighbors, tell them what's going on, and don't make enemies of your neighbors. So anyways, guys, just wanted a short video because this is one of the topics that I thought people would find interesting, is that people sometimes move to the country with intentions of ultimate freedom and doing whatever they want. I mean, if you've got 500 acres and you're in the middle of it and you've got bush between you and your neighbors so that they can't hear so much what's going on and it doesn't bother them, that's one thing. You know, chainsaws going off, doing work on your property. But if you're doing it on a constant basis, you're just going to make enemies of your neighbors, and that's not nice. So anyways, guys, just quick video to remind you to be nice to your neighbors, and they'll be nice to you. All right, leave some comments down below, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.